Josh Heupel has his quarterback. Big news just a few minutes ago. Jake Merklinger has committed to the Tennessee Volunteers, the number 7 ranked quarterback in America and the 66th best player overall from Savannah, Georgia, has made it official. The 6'3", 195-pound passer is headed to Knoxville. Now let's bring on Austin Price of Volquest to discuss this big addition. Austin, how was Tennessee able to beat out programs like Georgia, UNC, and Michigan State?
Well, I think that he felt like it was at home. He was at home in Savannah when he was in Knoxville, and loves Joey Halsley, loves Josh Heupel, loves the offense, how they put the quarterbacks in a position to be successful. Jake can move around pretty well. He's not a statue by any stretch of the imagination. Got a really nice arm, and I think he just kind of felt like he fits into what they do. He loved the development that they were able to show him from Hendon Hooker 2 years ago in practice to Hendon Hooker last fall, who was a Heisman candidate, right? I mean, it was drastic. And the confidence that they brought out in Hendon, they feel like, Jake's already a confident guy, but they feel like they can make him even better. They kind of showed him that path, and other schools may have offered opportunity to get to the field quicker, Josh, but he felt at peace and at home in Knoxville.
Josh Heupel, excellent developer of quarterback talent. He's proven that. What did he like about Merklinger, and how long has this recruitment process taken for them to lure him in?
Well, they've been after him for several months. You go back to, around the last couple of evaluation periods, Joey Halsley spent a lot of time in Savannah, Georgia, with the young man that's committed to Florida State, and Jake. He was going down there to see both those kids. They kind of started to zero in on Jake. They started getting him back to campus more and more and more and more. And they just love his mental makeup. They love his athleticism, his arm talent, and they feel like that, he's a great piece to compete with Nico Iamaleava for when Joe Milton graduates.
Do you know if Jake plans on being an early enrollee, and does Tennessee plan on taking another quarterback in this class?
To my knowledge, he does plan on being an early enrollee, and I'm not sure Tennessee will take a second quarterback in this class. I think that there's a possibility they could, look to the transfer portal, just for some depth purposes. But at this point, no, it looks like that Jake would be the only high school kid that Tennessee would try to add to a quarterback room that a year from now will look a lot different. When Joe Milton graduates, it'll be Nico, Jake, and, like I said, I think they'll probably go to the portal to try to find some veteran depth.
Yeah, Tennessee currently has a top 10 recruiting class, but clearly they're not done. Who are some of the other top offensive targets that Tennessee's after now that Jake Merklinger is on board?
Well, you look at the receiver position, Tennessee is going hard after, Ryan Wingo, Mike Matthews, Amari Jefferson. They already have J.J. Harrell in the boat. At the tight end spot, they've got Jonathan Eccles. They're, deep in it with Max LeBlanc, tight end out of Chattanooga Baylor. They're deep in it with Jaden Riddell. Jaden Riddell, Notre Dame, Alabama are kind of the top two right now, but he comes to town this weekend. That will be interesting to kind of see how that plays out, because he has developed a really nice relationship with new tight ends coach Alec Ablin in short order. He likes Tennessee a good bit. He came to campus last fall for a game and loved it. And so I think this weekend could really put Tennessee firmly in the mix for Jaden Riddell.
All right. Yeah, Merklinger, number 7 ranked quarterback in the country. He's not afraid of competition. Pretty much anywhere he would have gone, he would have had to compete. But with Nico on campus, what do you see the path to playing time for Jake Merklinger?
Well, I just think it boils down to, is Nico going to be the starter at any point this fall? If Joe Milton plays the way they hope he plays and he's the starter all fall, then Merklinger comes in with, Nico having a year more in the system, but not having cemented himself as a starter at that point. So then you just go into a competition and see what happens. It's kind of like what has happened at Alabama. Bryce Young is down there. Ty Simpson has a year in the system. And then here come these two midterm enrollees trying to, knock Ty off of that if they're not going to go with the talented athlete that they have down there in Jalen Milroe. So a year from now, that'll kind of be Tennessee. If Joe's the guy all year, Josh, then Nico will play his 4 games or whatever, and then we'll just kind of have a competition next spring.
All right, well, it's going to be fun. Jake Merklinger, now a part of the Tennessee Volunteer commit list. Austin, thanks for coming on the Inside Scoop with this breaking news.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.